Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Diane and myself, Karen, uh, to our Soul Light Collective. We recorded a beautiful video earlier about talking about being empathic, and we wanted to come back and just do another recording and talk about that video. Will be linked below if you're looking for that one. Wanted to talk a little bit about some real quick exercises that you can do or ways that you can help yourself and serve yourself to manage yourself during the day. Maybe we had not skipped over that a little bit. And so we're going to come in with three quick exercises and just allow yourself to jump into these or think about whether you can employ it in your day and allow yourself to step out into your day a little bit easier or recover after an event that you've been through during the day. And so just we wanted to keep going. We didn't want to end the conversation. So Diane, I'm going to turn over to you. You had an exercise that you wanted to share that you've used.
Yeah, I was just telling Karen that I remember, like, when my daughters were younger, they were still home and I was parenting and working and taking care of the house, all that stuff that we do, the multitasking that we do, um whether you're a mother or a father, or even if you're not, even if you have pet children, right? The days can sometimes feel overwhelming. And I just remember that kind of, I think it's referred to as the witching hour, right? Like after school, before dinner, I would be just completely exhausted. And this was when I didn't understand my empath, wasn't fully aware of it, of being an empath, being a highly sensitive person. And I would just want to just crawl into bed and not get out until the next morning, but I couldn't do that. So what I would do, and it was just such a quick, beautiful reset, would be I would, my daughters were old enough that I could leave them. And so I would go up in my bedroom and set a timer for 5 to 10 minutes and just lay on the floor and put my legs up the wall. So I was like in a L-shaped position, and let's see, you can angle your legs. They don't have to be at, 90 degrees. You can put a pillow or a bolster under your hips. But just letting the blood flow from the feet to the heart and opening the arms, opening the palms in like a position of receptivity. We have energy centers in the palms of our hands. And so just laying with palms open and putting an eye pillow or an eye mask over your eyes if you want to, but just letting go and just giving yourself that time, is was just golden. And I still do it from time to time. So I'm also a yoga teacher. And so that I always tell my students, the most important pose that you can do throughout your day, if you throughout your week, in between times you go to a yoga class, if you only have a few minutes, is just lay down on the floor. Shavasana or legs up the wall pose is such a great technique. And I know you have a beautiful one too.
Yeah, thank,
Yeah.
thank you. That was beautiful. I wish I had known to do that
Now
all
you
those
do.
years ago. But I wouldn't
Yeah.
seclude myself off. I would need to do
Mhm.
that. One of the particular exercises that comes to mind that I really employed was to really bring a little bit more of protection around myself. And having had a later awakening and really came into a lot of things very quickly, and my senses coming online a lot very fast, I would find myself out in the world feeling like, whoa, this is too much for me. And I
Mhm.
had learned early on to um, place I use pink, right? Pink was just be the perfect color. I would just learn within my third eye to close my eyes and place a pink bubble of protection around me. And it seems so simple, but it's all within the intention.
It
And I
is.
think that's the biggest learning lesson I had was that's where my power was in my
Yeah.
intention, right? Like, let's not
Yes.
skip over that.
That's right.
And I would employ that um, a lot. And the big place for me would always be, and I still do it once in a great while. I'm not doing it as much anymore. I'm finding myself in a better place. But before I would go, I don't know why, I would be alone, but before I would go into the grocery store, I would sit in my car with my hands on my steering wheel and I would shut my eyes and I would just allow my inner vision, my imagination, whichever works for you, and I would set my intention to bring down and allow this beautiful pink. It's almost as if someone placed a piece of pink, is it gossamer or like
Mm,
veiling fabric
yeah.
around you? It had
Mm-hmm.
little
Mm-hmm.
sparkles in it, just like a princess dress. And I would allow that pink bubble to surround me under my feet, over my
Mm-hmm.
head, and
Mm-hmm.
just have that beautiful, loving, soft, buffering energy around me. And we had talked a little bit about we have an energy layer around us, and that is where I would place that around me. And then when I would go into the grocery store, or if I had to go into, I would employ this to go into family events. I would use it
Mm-hmm.
to just anything I didn't want to do, or
Yeah.
or or an event that was going to be very loud, or I knew I was going to have some sort of a difficult conversation. It would just help to calm me down, and I would understand that I had this beautiful pink bubble of protection around me, and I did want to share that I noticed my empath was is physical. I'm a physical empath, and so when I our energies would bump up, I feel it, and I didn't always like to
Mm-hmm.
feel and take on what people would have.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that during I don't want to flag our video. I During the times when our grocery stores were very uncomfortable about 4 years ago to walk around, that when I would go into the grocery store and everybody would be masked, my throat would feel like it was closing up. As I would pass people, I would be like, "Oh my God!" Like it was the worst choking feeling. And this would work for me, knowing, or even if I was already in the grocery store, I would stop with my carriage, bring it. Okay, I feel much better, and then just move on. And I would notice I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't be so affected by people. Um,
I love
yeah,
it.
it's so simple. Yeah,
Yeah, that's great. There's so many. There really are. We just are pulling a couple, but
yeah,
there's so many. And if you have some of your own, please share. Please share in the
yeah.
comments. We would love to hear, and it would be helpful for all of us here in this community to just learn from each other. And I think maybe we'll close with one more, just like
Yeah, I think we
a
should.
breath, yeah, a breath
Yeah.
practice, a breath technique. And you can do this with us right now. I'll just lead us through. And I call this the letting go breath. And so really it's just having that intention of releasing. It could be anything, right?
Mhm.
Releasing whatever's not serving you in the moment. So it could be just releasing anxious feelings. It could be releasing physical feelings, like Karen was just saying. As an empath, uh, sometimes as an empath, we can take on physical um, sensations of other people and what they're going through in the body. So really just letting go, or letting go of anger, letting go of resentment, letting go of judgment. So inhaling through the nose, just clean, clear, crystalline breath, life force energy. And then on your exhale, exhale through the mouth and let the exhale be longer than your inhale. So inhale and exhale, letting go. We'll do that a few times. Breathe in, hold, and exhale. Just notice how your body feels with
Mm.
just a few of those intentional breaths. can really give you a good reset.
That was beautiful. Thank you. I feel so much better.
I feel clearer in the
Yeah.
head. Like it's just
Yes.
amazing how powerful we are and what we can do to change how we feel and just that was probably less than a minute, right?
Yeah.
Not
Do that in
long
the
at
car at
all.
the stoplight.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. In the grocery line, you can do
Yeah.
that. You can do it anywhere. You can teach your children, your grandchildren, your friends, family members, coworkers. So simple. So I hope you enjoyed those. Again, please share in the comments any tools, tips, techniques that you're using
Mm,
for yourself, whether you're an empath or not an empath. Just how do you manage everyday stress?
mm.
um, and always share in the comments below any other topics that you'd like to hear. Again, we're going to link in the video that we just recorded on being an empath or having children that are highly sensitive or empathic. And we'd love to connect with you. We'd love to work with you if you're looking for, some intuitive guidance or some healing work, some mentoring, some light language activation, which we haven't talked about in this video, but check out our other videos that are coming or that are up because we will be talking about light language and Karen and I do that. So what else? Like, subscribe, and share. We just want to grow this community and we're here to serve. And we love all of you very much. So with that, TTFN, ta-ta for now, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.